to those who feel lost, broken, or hopeless. I write this letter to you. To the ones who feel as though the weight of the world is far too heavy, and the journey ahead is shrouded in darkness. To the souls who find it hard to take that first step, unsure if the path will lead anywhere worth walking. I see you even though you may feel invisible. I understand your pain, your doubts, your struggles. There are moments in life when it feels as if everything you have worked for, everything you've held dear, is crumbling to the ground. The sense of loss, of defeat, can be overwhelming. But today, I want to remind you of something that has been true for thousands of years. This is not the end. This is simply another beginning. For thousands of years, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca have walked this earth, enduring trials and tribulations much like our own. They faced the same uncertainties, the same heartaches, the same human fears. Yet, they found a way not only to survive but to thrive. How? Not through avoidance or distraction, but through the practice of inner strength, of Stoic wisdom. One of Marcus Aurelius' most powerful teachings is this: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the very things that are standing in your way, your pain, your loss, your heartache, are the very things that can propel you forward. They are not obstacles, they are the means through which you will grow, evolve, and emerge stronger than before. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." How often do we let our minds run wild with thoughts of worst-case scenarios? How often do we imagine that our troubles will last forever? But it is not the trouble itself that consumes us. It is the belief that it is insurmountable. And that belief, those thoughts, are what we must challenge. When you find yourself in turmoil, remember, you have the power to shape your thoughts, to change how you perceive the situation. Not everything in life is in our control, but our response to it is. And that, my friend, is where your power lies. There will be days when it feels impossible to move forward. There will be days when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on your shoulders. But remember, the Stoics understood that life is not about avoiding pain, but about how we face it, how we carry it. They didn't promise an easy life, far from it. But they did offer a way to endure it with grace, with courage, and with wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let this be your reminder. Your mind is the battleground. Your thoughts can either drag you into despair or lift you into hope. You're not bound by what happens to you, but by how you respond to it. It may feel as though your heart is broken, but remember, a broken heart is the heart that can heal the most. It is through the cracks that the light enters. Every hardship you endure, every tear you shed, every sorrow you carry, these are the very experiences that will forge you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. The pain is not your enemy. The avoidance of it is. You must lean into the discomfort, embrace it, and trust that it will pass. Just as a tree grows tall and strong by bending in the wind, so too will you grow stronger by facing the storms of life. They are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you, to teach you how to stand firm, how to bend without breaking. The Stoics didn't ask for life to be easy. They didn't shy away from pain. Instead, they met life as it is, with courage, with resilience, and with a deep sense of inner peace. They understood that no matter how difficult life became, they had one thing no one could take from them: their response. They had their mind, and in that, they had everything. So today, I ask you to take a step back from your pain. Not to deny it or ignore it, but to see it for what it is: temporary. Your suffering will pass just as the storm clouds give way to the sun. Trust in that truth. Trust in yourself. You are not lost. You are simply on a journey, one that will take you through valleys and over mountains, but it will lead you to a place of peace, of understanding, of strength. And when you arrive, you will look back on this moment, the moment when you thought you were broken, and realize that it was only the beginning of your transformation. You are stronger than you know. You are more resilient than you can imagine. And above all else, you are worthy of peace, of love, and of happiness. So take a deep breath, my friend. Trust in yourself. The light will return, just as it always does.